Hi everybody, welcome back for another process video. So what you see on the screen right now is a layout that I believe was on Pinterest, and this is another layout that I made at the crop that I was at back in February. And this is just a crop that me and a couple close friends went to together. It wasn't a big huge crop with a lot of people. It was just the three of us. So one of the things we thought we would do for fun is each of us was going to pick out a challenge and have all three of us do that challenge. So kind of like something you would do at a regular crop, but just among the three of us. So what you saw in the beginning was one of the challenges that another one, my friend, I think it was my friend Shannon, chose. I can't really remember if it was Shannon or Terry, but either way. So I am just working on that challenge. I am using the same kit, the Little Dreamer by Close to My Heart, and the layout that was on Pinterest was a very good angle. The photo that was on the layout was really good for a very tilted picture. This picture is, you can't tilt it too much, or at least I can't without it looking funny to me. So I did tweak it around, but I believe I just cut down all those squares to 2 by 2 to fit them, because the picture is a 4 by 4, and so I just cut all those down to 2 by 2. Some of them might be slightly smaller than 2 by 2 so that I can have a little bit of a white border around each one. I don't want them to line up exactly with each other. So I got them at the angle that I wanted, where I knew that the title, which you could see me put down just a moment ago, would fit really well. And now I put a pencil mark there so I knew what the angle I wanted it to be was. And now I'm going to go ahead and just glue everything down. Before I glue everything down, you can see me here. I'm just inking all the edges with my black Close to My Heart ink. And these are just a lot of scraps that I have had from that collection, the Little Dreamer. I believe at this point I had already used up most of it, and so I was actually kind of happy to do this layout because I felt like I got one more layout out of the collection. And at least I think, it was so long ago I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure that I had put this away and started working on another collection, and then decided to go ahead and pull it back out to do this layout. So I'm not 100% crazy about this layout. It's cute, I like it, I won't change it. It's not bad. I do like what my other two friends did a little bit more than what I did. I think part of it was because I just didn't put it at enough of an angle to really go with the sketch, and what they did was really neat. But I mean, I liked them all. None of them were bad. They were all really cute. It's not my favorite, let's put it that way. So, and this is a picture of my daughter a long time ago, long time ago. I believe my husband actually bought this unicorn stuffed animal that she's holding for her. Was it when my youngest was born, maybe? Back in 2009, I think so, because he bought one for her, my daughter, and a dragon-like one for my middle son. So it must have been around 2009. So it's just a fun picture of her holding it, and I really like that picture. She's got a funny smile. So I went ahead and glued all the squares down, and then I'm going to just add another little pink one to right here to the very right hand side to fill in that little gap, because I didn't want there to not be a square there. And now I'm going to play around. There are these manufacturer strips that I still had left over that I didn't use on any of the other layouts, and of course, because it's at an angle, it doesn't reach across the entire page, but I am going to go ahead and use them, I believe. I know at the time when I'm doing the layout right now in the video, I was thinking I would just trim it and cut it in half and then cover it with an embellishment. So I believe that's what I do. Oh, so no, I can see all the stickers are still there. So no, I have not made the other layouts with this collection yet. But I do believe I still just use scraps to cut down the 2 by 2 squares. And this is another layout that's really good for using up a bunch of scraps. So yeah. So now I'm just cutting out the stickers. If you saw one of my other videos, I mentioned that some of the stickers did not want to come off the backing. They were not cut all the way through. So I'm just trying to see what I might want to use on this layout. And forgive me, I don't really remember what all I did for this layout because it was so long ago. This is going to go up on Friday though, which is the day my daughter will be graduating from high school, and hopefully you're not tired of hearing me say that yet. But very excited, of course. So, oh yes, that's what I did. So I have another manufacturer strip, which is the same design as the one that's already on there. So what I ended up doing was just cutting that off the 12 by 12 sheet, and then I'm just going to butt them up next to each other so that it looks like one continuous sheet. And I believe that I do cover up the spot where they connect. So whether you would have cut it or put it together, as long as you cover it up, nobody's ever going to know. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of these strips black, and I'm not doing the end parts. I'm not worrying about inking those with the black. I'm just doing the edges, the long edges. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue those down, and I believe I'm going to use some of my scrappy tape. This tape just makes gluing things like this down so much easier than ATG. I really love this stuff, and I buy this stuff off of scrapbookpal.com, I believe is what it is. I'm not affiliated with them or anything, but what I really like about them is if you reach $25, then you get free shipping. I don't know if that's outside of the US or not, but yeah, so I just stock up on adhesives whenever I need to, and it definitely reaches over $25, and I really like getting that. And the scrappy tape that they have there that I use is usually a little bit cheaper than the other kinds of tapes that are like it, and yet it seems to work for me just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and glue down my title now, and it was one of the elements that came in like the extra pack, and it's chipboard glitter, and it just says always be yourself, and you can see me gluing that down here, and it fit really well along the bottom there. After I put the manufacturer strip down, I was very happy with how it fit. So I'm going to glue down the word always and then the word yourself so that I can make sure that the space in between each one is mostly the same. And then I'll glue down the word be so that it's the same like I just said. So just using my Tombow Mono multi-adhesive to glue that down. That's my favorite glue as far as wet glue goes. And then I did add that rainbow sticker up there. I really wanted to use that rainbow sticker. I just thought it was so cute and a perfect page for it to go on. I do struggle just a little bit with this page because I really only have 2 clusters. And that's fine. You know, I know you don't have to follow any rules, but I kind of struggled where I wanted my clusters to go. And I had already put that rainbow star down, and I kind of didn't want to cover up the unicorn in this 2x2 square that you can see me working next to, since she is holding a stuffed animal unicorn. I thought it went pretty good with the page. So you can see I just put that star sticker down and that label sticker, which I popped up with some foam adhesive in that cluster on the right, and kind of just placed them around that unicorn, and that actually turned out really cute. I really liked that, the way that turned out. So now I'm just looking around for some more stickers that will go up here with this rainbow in this cluster. I struggle with rainbows and circles and things like that on layouts. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm more of a linear person. My OCD makes me want everything straight and even. So I like it when I can use something like a circle or a rainbow. So I'm just, again, going through the smaller, getting down there on what's left from the collection, and just little hearts and little glitter pieces left. I am not going to show it on video, but I do add a couple of lines with a glitter pin. It is I can't remember the name of the glitter pin, but it's not like the Wink of Stella or anything like that. But I do make a line going across the top, and I can't remember if I do it on the bottom. But I'm going to add a few of these glittery gems around. These aren't really gems. They're more of like a see-through enamel dot gem type thingy. I hope that makes any sense. But I'm going to add some of those around, and in the end pictures you can see, you might be able to see anything else that I added. The glitter strip that I draw with my hand is just really, really subtle, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. And then I'm just looking around to see if I want to mat the layout on anything. Excuse me. I didn't want to cut too much off the edges though, so I am thinking about just adding a strip to the top and the bottom of the layout. Normally, you know, I've been on a kick lately where I really like the look of the entire layout being mounted, but I think this one I just end up doing the top and the bottom, and it kind of grounds the whole thing. And since I do only have the 2 cluster, it does kind of help bring your eye around again. So I'm trimming down this pattern paper, and then I'm just cutting 2 small strips. You can see I kind of did this in a not smart way. I'm pretty sure there's smarter ways to do this. I probably could have just mounted the whole layout on the background paper. Here what I did was use a little bit of removable adhesive, and I'm going to add a tiny bit of, this is the really thin scrappy tape, maybe 1/8 of an inch. I can't remember how thin this is, but I'm just adding it to the top, and I glued it down to my grid mat there, so I knew that it would be straight, and then I can take my layout and glue it on there, and that really helped. And now basically I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of a strip of adhesive on the back of this one, and then I'm going to put it on the top there so that it lines up with the 12-inch mark. A little bit of the adhesive was showing on the other side, so I just took some washi tape to cover it up so that it wouldn't stick to anything until I got it into the page protector. And like I said, I'm sure there's probably a much easier way to do this. But you can see me here. Again, I'm just gluing that strip temporarily down to my mat so that I can make sure I get the layout on there pretty even. So the still pictures are coming up. It's not the greatest of pictures. Thanks for watching again. Sorry, getting kind of tongue-tied. Thanks again for watching my video. I hope you like this layout. Again, it's not my favorite, but I'm okay with how it turned out. It's something different, and I might even try doing this layout again with a picture that I can tilt even more on the side and like it. So, all right, guys, have a great Friday, and wish me luck today. My daughter's graduating. Yay! I will talk to you next time. Bye.